The prodigal son has returned. Hey guys, welcome back to Javon Rule 16. I am your host Javon, and today we're back with a brand new benchmark. It's Resident Evil 4 Remake, the Chainsaw demo for the PC. As you can see, my RX 570 is back to life once again, kicking and screaming. 4GB modeled. We're running with the i3-10105 with 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM and dual channel memory. Dude, the RX 570 was struggling on the i7 motherboard, so I said, you know what? Today, maybe I should just try it in the i3. And it started work. It just worked right out of the box, dude. Like, I'm not even installing any drivers. I had drivers for it already. I'm like, these are the drivers I'm going to use. And that's it. And the game runs all of a sudden. It is truly impressive. So I am running at 1080p on, I think, the high preset, basically. Uh, except for texture quality. We have that to high 0.25, but honestly we only have the 4GB of VRAM, so I'd be careful on that. We're running with texture filtering at medium. Everything else is mid, and then everything else down here is high. We will be lowering down as time goes on, but I just wanted to put out some stuff here early on to see what would happen. So we seem to be getting about 40 FPS on average, but it will get dips below. So obviously if you want 60, this is not the way to go. But we're just going to go through the village real quick. I want to get to the village, actually. The village probably will be the best test place here. I also like this area where we look up here. This is kind of exactly how I expected the RX 570 to run. I am running on a pretty high preset right now. So it actually is running really well, to be honest with you. The frame pacing is still weird, but let's turn off the things I don't like, such as motion blur. I don't know why I put everything else onto high, because that's gonna suck. No one cares about graphics dismemberment. Depth of field, chromatic aberration, things I hate, you know, things I hate. I mean, those cause a lot, though. Frame rate definitely has been bumped up with just those settings. I think we can do 60, though, before I even go off. I think we can do 60. I don't want to use FSR, but I think I may have to. Ambient occlusion. Did nothing. We can leave that on. Nope, did nothing. I don't want on bloom. Screen plus reflections did a bit there. Persistent corpses. Now, is that really necessary? I don't think that really affects anything, to be honest with you. I think it's a lot of these things here that I have on that are really affecting me at this point, but you know. I think that's good. So maybe we will use some FSR now. Maybe quality FSR. Yeah, okay. With those settings, 1080p, with those settings, we're getting about 60. You can get 60 FPS. I have to be careful because as you can see, my CPU is starting to become a bottleneck. So, in certain areas, so that's the thing. Yeah, the frame pacing is weird, if you're wondering. The frame pacing is bad. Honestly, I think it's worse than when I tested it with the RX 600. The frame pacing is not great. I don't know, is that a limitation of the VRAM? I don't know. The frame pacing is a bit weird, though. It's causing a lot more inconsistencies. Regardless, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and stick around for more epic content. I have a lot of RX 570 videos to catch up on, because I'm sure a lot of you were saying, hey, we want to see the RX 570. But I know you'll get to see the RX 570, guys. A bunch of stuff is going to be put out for this, as long as it keeps working at least. I'm going to do Forspoken again with the patch, so hopefully that makes this playable on this. That'll be interesting to see. That definitely would be interesting to see. But the RX 570 seems to still be handling itself well. I am extremely excited, if you couldn't hear the tone of my voice. The main fact that I got this to run again. Oh my gosh. The excitement, dude. Like, there's so much I can do with this. Resident Evil 4, I think the RE engine is starting to become very CPU intensive. Not for this game, but Exo Primal definitely is CPU intensive. But you can see it here as well. I thought that it was just for the RX 600, but the fact that this CPU can go over 70% here as well tells me it's the engine that's pushing this hard. It definitely tells me it's the engine. But then again, like I said, I got on a lot of crap. I got a lot of crap going on here, so yeah. If you're wondering, I don't have VSync on, which I probably should, considering my GPU isn't. I'm not even letting my GPU fully be utilized, so I might as well turn on VSync. We're keeping the 75, keeping the monitor's refresh rate. There's no point in going any higher. It's gonna be fully utilized. It's gonna be fully maxed out. There's no point. I need to move a little faster here if I want to get to the village and see how the village performs. So. Come on, dude. I was really hoping that he would have died after the knife strike. Yeah, and half the time we are not even hitting over 70 FPS. We're barely hitting over... We're barely managing over 60 with the FSR, so I think we're okay in that department. FSR quality, the game still looks amazing, if you were wondering. Like, yeah, we're gonna hit over 60 with this frame rate no matter what. I'm okay with this. Aren't you? Yeah, for the most part. Oh, that was a dip. That was a dip. But like I said, it's a DirectX 12 game, and at least the preloading of shaders doesn't seem to be an issue, regardless. But it seems like a good experience, all the same. Oh, it's dropping again. I'm not gonna change it based on this. There's definitely something wrong with the drivers though, because everything is completely black in certain areas. Like, I feel like this shouldn't be as dark as it is, but it is. Before you even land on the ground, dude, let's just save you and me the trouble, okay? Save us both the trouble. Run to the left so you don't get hit by the bear trap. Oh, that's so weird. It's like, obviously I know he's there, but... It's a lot darker here than it should be, if you're wondering. But that's okay for right now. Because this is the place I wanted to... Holy crap, look at the difference. Look at the difference between that and here. It's insane. Alright, so we're in the village and the FPS is dropping. So we're gonna go up from quality to balanced. But we don't actually need to do this if we were to just drop. If we were to turn off contact shadows. Holy crap, how long does it take Leon to reload a gun? Yeah, we still seem to be getting 60 FPS. Even in the fight here, it's still running at 60. Bro, what the heck? All of a sudden, I don't know how to play this game, bro. Yeah, this is running at over 60 even in the village area. So balanced here will get to 60. This is balanced, right? Let me just show you the settings once again. 1080p balanced, FSR2 balanced. We got high textures because the VRAM limitation. This seems to be fine. We're using less than 4 gigs texture filterings that probably could carry it to 16 times. Mesh quality is at mid, shadow quality is mid. SSAO is on because it does add some, it looks nicer. But basically everything else is off. We probably could move this, but that doesn't really. Rain quality, it's not raining. Yeah, basically this is it. If you really wanted, I feel like if you really wanted, you could lose a bit, get more performance out of this, but we're good. We're good, bro. Oh, headshot. I was gonna ask that same question. I dodged that, by the way. But yeah, 60 FPS. I'll see you guys next time.